G'day guys, it's Kelvin, Coaching Company in New Zealand. Day's just about over, the sun's gone down, so we're under the lights. But I thought I would just tidy up this job before going home for some dinner. So the description is, man wanted a plug-and-play relay setup for a 1UZ Vvti 20 series, UCF20. And an immobilizer delete. So we have removed the immobilizer. Here's the ECU, and you'll notice nothing in that one. It's also going to be manual. Because it is going to be manual, we are going to supply one of these little boxes, which takes care of all the signals that the transmission used to supply to the ECU that were critical to maintaining the ECU operation. So that's a little transmission emulator. Without it, the 1UZ Vvti will lack power. So you'll reduce your power running the standard ECU without the transmission attached. And that's something that a lot of people need to know about, and with doing these Vvtis. Okay, and mobilizer delete is done inside the ECU now. I used to do an external box. It's now a different job, but it still removes the immobilizer. These little boxes can come with or without the plugs, so they can be used on JZs, the 170 series crowns, and other Toyota product. But I've made this, I've changed it and put the C plug onto it, and it will plug in, and then there are 5 wires here to attach, which will be power and earth, a crank signal, and the clutch for the drive-by-wire throttle body is in the C plug, and then the 2 outputs for park and for second gear. Right, now the plug-and-play unit. If you've seen my videos, you'll see the pretty similar setup here. I've got an EFI relay, I've got an ignition relay, I've got a start relay, and I've got a fuel pump relay. Now these do run a twin fuel pump circuit, so I've deleted the resistor. Now if you don't have the twin circuit, again it's going to throw a fault for fuel pump. And I see this a lot when I get people send me codes of what their cars are doing. Fuel pump codes, fuel pump circuit codes is an indication that they don't know how to wire it properly. So the fuel pump dropping resistor or the dual speed resistor is gone, don't need it. Because I've done some other trickery in the wiring, and tricks like that are available in my wiring instructions. I actually think this man's got my wiring instructions as well, so he just wanted to simplify it. He's doing the wiring stuff, he's doing the loom, I'm doing the plug and play stuff, and he will finish off. And he kind of exhibits good knowledge when I talk to him, it's really lovely. I don't have a fan relay, because in this car often you put fan relays somewhere else or connect into factory fuse boxes or stuff like that. I've got a little blue wire running through if we need to, which goes randomly to there, so if we want to put a fuel pump relay in, we can. Over here I've got a check engine light, and I've got a tacho output. I've just got that bridger in there because I was checking for the check light. Checking the check light. Over here, fuses, of course, fuel pump output. We've got ignition in, and we've got start in there. We come along here through the braid, and we've got 2 plugs that go into the ECU. That's all done. We go out to an OBD2 connector. So the scan tool plugs in and works. And we go to a factory plug here. Now this can be cut off, any plug can be used, any universal plug can be used. I've just chosen this because it's convenient to work with, and if I can unplug it. There we go. It's a really nice plug to deal with. It's really nice. And it makes it plug and play. This is almost plug and play. There's a couple of wires, but I've already run the wires between here to the ECU that are required, the 2 extra wires that are required there. At the moment, I've just put it in neutral because the box isn't attached and wired. This is actually a 1UZ Vvti. I'm not using my 3UZ to test this one. We've got the correct airflow meter. We've got it powered up and we can hear the throttle humming. So without the engine running, it does hum. And we just touch this on here. And that thing does that. Really simple, easy. Emo deleted, all done. Pretty happy with that. I've going to be doing some throttle body testing. I've got a heap of 1UZ Vvti throttle bodies. So I'm going to sit down and do some adjustments there. Do some checking and testing while I've got this engine set up and running here, which is kind of handy. I make these relays for a lot of other vehicles as well. A lot of other vehicles. A lot of my other models. But the standard kind of system always prevails. Things like that. That's our aftermarket Link Haltech setup. There's the same thing. No start relay in that one. But very, very similar setup and runs the 1UZ Vvti. I don't always put the start relays in, but I do prefer it on most of them. And a few other little things we do. We do alternator looms as well. And we do a main starter cable, power supply cable from the starter motor to the battery. So those are sort of stuff that we also can do. So I hope that's been helpful. We'll talk to you again soon. We'll catch you later.